Cornflake was so impressive in his Super Rugby debut last week that the coaching staff have kept the faith in him and kept him in the starting 15 for this first home game for the Blues. They're at Eden Park and they're up against the Crusaders. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the road to the World Cup with Cornflake, who is sticking in the starting 15 for the Blues' second match of the season. Of course, they kicked things off last week with a very impressive win over the Hurricanes, and the team has remained pretty much the same with just a couple of changes in the forwards. Parsons comes in to hooker, replacing Mia Lamu, and Ioane has come in at number 8. The young sensation from the Sevens is getting his first Super Rugby started. It's resulted in a bit of a mix around for the back row, with Luke Braid making his way off, and Luatua will move from 6 to 7, and Kaino will move from 8 to 6, which leaves room for Ioane to come in at number 8. The backline has remained the same. It was so destructive last week. The likes of Cowan and West formed a nice partnership. Saili and Flake were just phenomenal, and Lee and Halai, superstars on the wing. They'll be looking for more of the same from those group of players tonight here against the Crusaders. So the Crusaders, as you all know, the Crusaders are one of those sides that just keep churning out the superstars, the top echelon of players. It is just a rugby factory in Canterbury. Let's check out this team, and it is almost put them in black jerseys and you wouldn't even have a second thought. Crockett, Funnell and Franks along the front row, Byrne and Whitelock in the second, Todd, McCaw and Reid. What a forward pack. Alison Carter will be 9-10, with Taylor Crotty will be the centre pairing. Masalai and Nadolo will be on the wings, with Colin Slade at fullback. That gives them the bigger option, with 3 players capable of filling in at number 10, fly half with Carter, who will start there. They can mix and match and do what they please. It is a very, very good Crusaders side here for the second match of the Super Rugby here of the Blues, as Cornflake looks to further his career here with the Blues in his road to the World Cup. He got some tries last week, did Flake, and he'll be wanting some more tonight. Curran will be ecstatic with how his side started off. Here's Carter, Crusaders in the red, Blues of course in the blue, and we are underway. Saili and Flake, and all intercepted very early on. It's the Crusaders through Taylor and Crotty. This is sensational. It is Karen Reid eventually. Wow, what a start from the Crusaders. Such huge intent straight off the whistle there. Taylor with the intercept. The pass looking to go to Flake, which would have put him in some space if that had not gone to hand. Here's Cowan now. Finds Famuina. Beautiful bordery high West, who puts the gas down. Oh, slips his pass up nicely. Luatua on hand. He puts it to ground. And look at this from the Blues. Equally impressive off the whistle here. Here's Lee. Lee slipping, going wide for Flake, who does the same. Extra 1. Oh, can't get away from the second. Tui Piloto on hand. Here he comes, hit the ruck now, but the Blues will lose out here. Oh, this game is getting very explosive very quickly. McCaw, oh, nice short pass to Masalai. And he goes to the 10-metre line. Short. Oh, and there is a big tackle there on Andy Ellis. Tavitali, the guilty party on this occasion. But Andy Ellis, a little man, easy to hit high. But I think here, and yes, the Crusaders happy to go for 3. They'll be looking to put some points on the board and just play the Blues out of this match. They have such a destructive backline here. Here's Daniel Carter, lines up the first shot. A goal is short. Peatau comes away with it. Now he looks left. Lee, oh look at that. The assistant referees are getting close to being not in the field of play. There's a kick ahead from West. It's 12 on 12. Taylor on Salai. Saili, I mean. And it's eventually Taylor who gets it, and he kicks us into touch. Goodness me, an absolute mouthful. Taylor and Saili. Goodness me. And we've got a line out here in the middle of the park. And this is Rugby Challenge at its best, folks. Eat your heart out how good this is. Tui Pilotu takes it on halfway, and Luatua gets the first receiver. Saili, now he's got the breakaway again. Pennett's all Francis Saili. Away to Halai, inside bottom Flake. It's a foot race here, but it'll be too quick for Ellis, and a try for Flake. Crusaders exquisite form at the moment. Cornflake gets the try. It was a beautiful play from the Blues. Francis Saili slips it away. Halai inside ball. Flag put the gas on. Too quick for Ellis. Too quick for Taylor. And the Crusaders survived an earlier attempt there. The breakaway. Saili just about scoring from the kick from West this time. They do not manage to survive. And Flake has scored for the Blues. Such a good side, this Blues team. Ehai West started it all with a break inside his own 22. Not so long ago. Now look where they are. 5-0 up over this very strong Crusaders side. You see Whitelock there looking and just giving someone in that Crusaders side an absolute grilling for something. The kick is successful though from Ehai West, and it is 7-0 Blues over the Crusaders. So much happening in this match. Boy, oh boy, there's been some absolute thrilling plays. Here's a kickoff from Carter, and Luatua climbs high and picks that up. Now here we go. Oh, look at this. Here's Ioane. Puts the swat on. Oh, what a play from the youngster. Ioane with an absolute bullocking run, taken down eventually by 3 or so Crusaders. Still got the offload away. Sadly for the Blues, it went into touch. He is some talent, the youngster. Whitelock. Ellis, away it goes to Carter. Oh, look at that! Ioane straight back in the action. Release. Absolutely punishes Carter. Here's Ellis, slips it back in field. Franks over the top they go. Crockett, quick hands through the backs. Here's Carter. Oh, and Nadolo, who's taken easily from Saili. Release. And the Blues looking to get numbers here to this breakdown. They won't find the ball on their side. The Crusaders get it back. Bird. Oh, way to Carter. Who was that? Cowan just about stole it. He has stolen it. And he's running away from them all. Look at this. Cowan away from Ellis. And Jimmy Cowan will score a sensational try of his own. Absolutely no right to score that try, Jimmy Cowan. Stolen it from the Crusaders. Look how good this was. Stolen in the turnover, the breakdown, and then he outpaced McCaw. He stepped around the fullback Colin Slade, and then it was his opposite number who gave the biggest chase of all. Andy Ellis, those two, boy, there's some rivalry there. Calvin, now in the blue jumper of the Blues, has got another try against the old foe of Andy Ellis. All Black teammates at the last World Cup, but now they are fierce enemies. Cowan, of course, just come back from a couple of years away with Gloucester. And he's back with the Blues. First time with the club after spending most of his career with the Highlanders. Such an experienced player for them to grab. Here's Ehai West. Conversion attempt is sensational. Oh, these Blues are looking so good at the moment. Who can stop this team? Not the Crusaders after this portion of the first half. Half an hour on the clock, so 10 to go till half time. Daniel Carter back at halfway. The Crusaders living on scraps at the moment as up goes Flake and offloads to his centre partner Saili, who gets a face full of Crockett and an injury. Well, this is a huge blow. So here is a change. It looks like it'll be George Moala making his way on for Francis Saili. Adequate replacement, of course, still got players like Northcott in the squad option in the centres, but wow, Saili has been so good. How's this going to affect the Blues? How will this affect Cornflake here? Because he has been feeding off Saili's beautiful play for these 1.5 matches, and it's really showed as the Crusaders get a big shove on the scrum, and they do turn this over on the 22. Ellis away to Carter, gets away from Cowan, leaves in trouble. It's a beautiful ball away, and inside pass it goes to Taylor. He's gone to ground. Masalai was very close. Here's Carter outside to Reid, and Kieran Reid will score. Wow, that's almost insulting to the injury of Francis Saili that the Crusaders will score, but that is the game. Kieran Reid gets a try. Look at this, Masalai out here on the wing. Beautiful ball inside to Taylor, but look how quickly this was recycled. And it was Carter, big pass. No one really at home around the sticks. Halai had to cover a lot of space, a lot of men. In the end, couldn't manage it. And Kieran Reid, no slouch, gets the try for the Crusaders. What a ball from Daniel Carter. Jimmy Cowan, will he be disappointed? He missed the mark on his man from that scrum as well. Allowed Andy Ellis to get a lot of metres, which is one back for the Canterbury man. After Cowan scampered away from Ellis to score that try earlier. Now the Crusaders have one back, and Carter from a handy spot will nail the two. We have a 7-point ball game. It's 14-7. The Blues still in the lead. But some indecision now about how this team may go with the big loss of Francis Saili. West back at halfway. Gets us back underway with a big dig kick. Halai is flying. Halai! Oh, what a take from Frank Halai. Here's Triggs. Offloads to Luatua. Big pass. Here's Flake. 1-2. Oh, here's West. This is a chance. Inside Bodley. Oh, intercepted from Todd. And there's a game changer. But Kaino. Oh, Jerome Kaino. Can't get it down. A try-saving tackle from Masalai. Oh, that could have been it for the Crusaders. Intercepted to Piloto. That'll do it. That'll do it instead. Wow, what an absolute helter-skelter little passage of the match there. Flake gives him the big thumbs up for that one. There was Kaino. Goodness me, how close can you go without scoring? Just pulled in the field of play. Crusaders turned it over. Ellis made the mistake. Oh, he looked for Taylor, possibly to thump it away. Big hands of Patrick Tuipulotu says thank you very much. And he just laid out that big mitt and gobbled that up. Oh, Franks with the tackle. But he was clutching that ball like it was a baby. No chance he was dropping that one. And the Blues score an absolute crucial try right on the break. 19-7. West to send the two sides to the break. Steps up, strikes in, and it's going to just shave away on the right-hand upright. Unsuccessful from Mihai West. And the lead is just 12 points now. Crusaders trailing the Blues half-time here in this Super Rugby match. The Blues, Crusaders at Eden Park. It is the Blues who lead by 12, 19 points to 7. And the Blues should be going into half-time if they look at these stats and thinking to themselves, yeah, we should be leading and it should be by that and more. They have 69% of the possession, 63% of territory. They've only made 15 tackles, which is almost half of what the Crusaders have done. They've made 3 handling errors, the Crusaders 0, but 3 is still a pretty low number for the Blues. 1 penalty conceded and 1 scrum through the injury of Francis Saili. So that they lost, and that's where the Crusaders scored as well. So an interesting half for the Blues. Flake scored another try. He is looking still in phenomenal form. The Blues looking good as well, 19-7. A few changes. Moala's on the field now as well. So one in the back line enforced. How long will Francis Saili be out for? That we will find out at the end of this match. So 19-7 halftime score. We'll get back down to the action here at Eden Park for the second half between the Blues and the Crusaders. Ihai West is fitting in quite nicely. I think the Blues will field to this starting 15. As he kicks off, second half, goes high to the right again. And here comes big Frank Halai. Oh, punishing hit two on Andy Ellis. Release. Oh, look at the Blues piling into the ruck, but the Crusaders have the secure as the short run from Bird goes nowhere. And that's turned over from Cowan. Throws it over his head. Flake's got it. Bountiful. What an offload from Flake. Passes to Lee. Tavita Lee looking to step around. Oh, what a sensational step. Goes around Colin Slade, no worries at all, and the Blues explode out of half-time with an exquisite try. 24-7 kick to come to Tavita Lee. Have a look at this. I credit this to Flake. Look at that pass. Straight out of all the big cluster of Crusaders players. And then Tavita Lee finishing on Colin Slade. What a step. Leaves him for dust. Scores the try in the corner. Turnover from Cowan as well. There's Flake. What a ball. Look at this from Moala. Boy, he got away from that tackle as well. Probably could have kept running, George Moala, but a good effort. Opened up his outside man, Tavitali. He is a sublime finisher, as we just seen. He'll be a huge asset for years to come for New Zealand rugby, and hopefully for the Blues as well. So a bit of a breeze now at West's back. How's he going to use it to his liking? He starts it wide. It's coming around. Oh, beautifully managed from Ihia West. Just slides that one inside the right-hand upright. No worries whatsoever. We are 26-7. The Blues destroying the Crusaders here at Eden Park. This is a good match for any Blues fans. And for anyone who loves this running rugby style. Kaino floats it out in the back. Triggs picks up and West. Oh, West is knocked on. Looked for a half gap. Big tackle coming in from Crotty. And here is Ellis to Reid.
Release.
Just about slides through, held on by just a toe. Here's Crotty again, passes over the top. Here's a good chance from Masalai. Slips and turns, and big tackle. That one, Frank Kalai, but boy, that was a good run from Masalai. Showed the outside. It was Tui Piloto, in fact, who put the high tackle on. And the Crusaders, no option here but to go for the corner. They really have to score a try. Carter puts it in, 5 metres out. And the Blues showed good composure there, holding on to their line, their formation, their defensive patterns when the Crusaders made a bit of a half break. Could have easily followed to a try as they go the front. Bird floats out now, and here is Slade up from fullback, slipping it into Whitelock, who goes to ground.
Release.
Blues look to turn it over, but they won't find it. Crusaders hang on. Alice. Bird again changes the direction to Crockett, who is put down. Again, it's Alice, and Ioane just slides on him.
Release.
Boy, that was close. They might get this ball back here, the Blues, and they do. Cowan. Oh, Cowan's at the post. Dreadful pass, and it's back to Reid. Oh, what else could possibly happen here? Out wide they go to Masalai. Masalai the try. Crusaders get their second, but it should have been so different. Cowan looked up, seen some players out wide, and he just threw the big pass in. Look at that, they would have been away as well, the Blues, because they had 2 or 3 on 1. But no, did not happen. And then it went wide. Cowan trying to make reprieve for his mistake, but the winger just had too much speed. Oh, dreadful. Dreadful from Cowan. He'll have nightmares about that pass. Crusaders see a glimmer of light now. Chance for them to get within a points range possibly of the Blues. Still plenty of time to go, over 20 minutes. This could make it 26-14. The lead could only be 12 as Daniel Carter's conversion is very, very nice. Just slow motion almost as that floats between the uprights there from Daniel Carter. The lead is 12 once again. Still need to score twice, the Crusaders, but they've shown they can score. The breeze at their backs now, the Blues. As the Ihia West kicks off, and it's high in the night sky, sits up and comes down for Crotty, who Flake has absolutely punished. Look at this run here, and the turnover. Here's a chance. It's Lee. Oh, and a Flake. Flake stepping. Can't do it himself. 3 Crusaders eventually put him to ground. Blues desperately keen to hang on to this ball, and they will do so. Tui Piloto looking for another try. Looks out wide for Moala. Moala to Ioane. Oh, the youngster's in. So much speed for a big number 8. He is so strong, and he's showing just what he's capable of once again here at Super Rugby level. Akira Ioane, what a talent for the young man. Super Rugby debut, and gets a try to boot. Look at this. Had the numbers, cut back in field, left him for dust. Crotty couldn't touch him. Oh, Crotty was standing. What's he waving at there? Ryan Crotty miles off his line. Eventually he comes back, and there he is there. The closest man. The start of that phase, he was waving to someone in the crowd. Quite remarkable from Ryan Crotty. But Akira Ioane, another name that you'll see, hopefully for the Blues' sake, in a blue jumper for years to come. Along with this man as well, Ihia West. Another super talent. Right out in front, 65 gone, and he's nailed another one. And that should certainly, you'd think, put the nail in the coffin of the Crusaders. 33-14, the lead now 19 points. 15 to go here in this one. Boy, the Blues have looked good. They're scoring points as they want as well. At will almost. Kicked off from Carter and it's left alone from everyone. Eventually Crotty gets in. He's gone short to McCaw. Puts on the fan and it's going to be Taylor. No, yes, he's got it down. I thought that the Blues had done enough through Piatau, but it turns out he's just got it on the line. What a desperately close call. And the Crusaders instantly hit back from a very bizarre kickoff. Don't know what was going there, but Crotty just grabbed it. Look at this that's from McCaw. Did very well to hold off the defence. But Taylor had the inside running. He had the momentum. And the tackle there of Piatau. Got over the line. Good try. Crusaders showing that, and they're not done yet. They want another try as well to give themselves at least a bonus point. That's what their goal will be. Here's Carter to put them in the 20s. Good kick once again. The wind tries to change the line of the kick, but it still stays within the sticks. It is back down to a 12-point lead. The Crusaders just one scoring play away from a bonus point here. 33-21. This game has had absolutely everything. West gets us back underway and he goes left side again. Flake leading the charge and he's missed a tackle there. In the end, it's Masalai who gets away with it and Cowan tries to turn over but secured for the Crusaders as Ellis. Oh, he's gone into touch. Bit of a nothing play down the blind side there from Andy Ellis. The Blues wrap that up pretty easily in the end. Three-man line out here for Parsons. Hits his jumper and Tuipulotu. Here's Cowan through! Jimmy Cowan! Oh, he's so close, he's driven backwards. Good tackle from Slade and the Crusaders turn this over again and it's kicked away from Ellis. Well, I don't think that's really what he intended to do there, Jimmy Cowan, but they just kept holding off and he just kept running. Another line out for Parsons. Throws Tuipulotu again to Cowan. This time he delivers. Out to Luatua, playing on the open side to Moala. Oh, George Moala's through! He needs some support from someone. Can't find it. It goes to Nadolo. And Crotty Beckham fell to Carter. Carter's running. Piatau chasing hard. Goes wide. Masalia. He gets the ball, but he's hammered backwards. Wow, that was exciting from the Crusaders. Short now they go, and oh, good tackle on Fennell as Todd finds some space. Woodcock desperate against his All Black partner and Kieran Reid. Full time goes. Crusaders desperate for one last try as Carter taken from McCoy, and he gets away into the 22 now. Wow, this has really opened up here. Big ball wide. It's a chance once again for the Crusaders, but picked up and driven out. Surely this will be a turnover to the Blues. It will be. It's there for Lee. Delivers a fireball out to Moala. Running. Oh, George Moala through. Now he needs support. Here's Goiuani. Oh, and a Kaino. This is going to be good. Kaino takes a tackle. Gives it to Flake. And Flake will go away. A chase from Andy Ellis will be in vain because Cornflakes is just too fast. He gets a double-double. What an extraordinary play from the Blues. A normal side would kick this out, but it's almost a throwback to players like Carlos Spencer who would run that from anywhere. And look at the result. Another try and no chance of the Crusaders taking any points. This is a special play. Kaino was just perfect there. Took the ball up, took the tackle, and then gave it to a man with plenty of speed. That is Cornflake, and he has delivered an exquisite finish, as you would expect. 2 tries, first and last for him. He started it all, and he has finished it as well. How good has he been here in these opening 2 matches? Is outside centre really where he will excel? Hard spot to get an All Black jersey though is Ihia West. Slots another one and it's 40 points up for the Blues. What's a performance against the Crusaders at home. Eden Park, full time goes, 40 points to 21. A demolition of the Crusaders. And they should well celebrate because this has been one extraordinary match here in the road to the World Cup. Flake was very special tonight. He played out of his skin, but there have been so many others who were extraordinary for the Blues. Don't forget the Crusaders though, they weren't just there for the cake at the end of the day. Oh no, they scored 3 tries of their own, just about got a bonus point for a 4th, but they were so good. They really pushed the Blues right to the whistle. 40 points to 21, the final score, and we can see try scorers Tuipulotu, Ioane, Cowan, Lee and Flake with a double. That is a great sign for the Blues. The new man, the risk, the talented one from the ITM Cup has come through and he's proving to be a massive asset for this Blues side. Ihia West, 5 from 6, a good night from him to give the Blues 40 points. As for the Crusaders, Reid, Taylor and Masalai getting the tries for the Crusaders, and conversions 3 from 3 from Daniel Carter. The stats, well, the Blues, they had a fair nudge of it, didn't they? 60-40 possession and 59-41 territory. That's fairly close. The Crusaders did well with the ball they had, but the Blues should have won that game, and they have. Handling errors kept very low. Look at that, just 7-1. That's very good for the Blues, keeping those handling errors nice and low. High tackles did not help their cause, but they did not concede any yellow cards, which will be good for them. Of course, the injury to Francis Saili, which we'll check out in a minute and see how long we will be without him. But with Flake there, well, I'm not sure. We got Moala, got Northcott, plenty of options in the Blues benches. So let's check out the tables now and see who we have in store for our 3rd match in our road to the World Cup, and possibly if Flake is even selected, but we'll have a look at that soon. So a full round of matches here from 3 and 4 to go through before the Blues' next match, which is against the Bulls, still at Eden Park, but we'll cover that in just a minute. First off, the results, Hurricanes over the Reds, the Chiefs taking out the Cheetahs, Waratahs over the Rebels, the Bulls over the Force, Stormers taking down the Sharks. Now, remember, this is all with 2015 Super Rugby squad, so things are a little bit different this season. The Crusaders bounced back to take out the Hurricanes. The Reds taking off the Rebels 30-18. Highlanders with a close one over the Cheetahs at home as well. That's a good one for the Highlanders. And the Waratahs taking down the Brumbies. Chiefs over the Stormers and Sharks over the Lions, which sets us up for the Bulls travelling to Eden Park to face the Blues. Now the standings look a bit like this. The Chiefs lead the way, 3 from 3. The Blues 2 from 2, still a match in hand, as well as the Highlanders and Crusaders with a match in hand, but they're only on 4 points. So Blues on 10, 2 bonus point wins for them so far. And how good are they looking? They're looking so good. Hurricanes have played 3, they're on 4 points, but it's the Chiefs who lead the way. In South Africa, the Bulls and the Sharks at the top on 9, Stormers 4, Cheetahs 1, Lions zip. In Australia, the Waratahs are on 15 from 3. The Force up there on 9. Good work from the Western Force. Brumbies 8, Reds 7. That's quite a congested table in the middle there with the Force, Brumbies and Reds. The Rebels rounded out with 1 point. So our next match is against the Bulls, and that is at Eden Park. But like we were talking about before, injury to Francis Saili. So let's check out how long we're going to be without Francis for. 72 days. Oh, good God, that is a long, long time. 72 days. So let's check out the options here. We'll go through to the subs. Of course, this should include most of the players available for 2015. We've got George Moala. He coming off the bench as well, so he's probably the first option we'll look at. On to the reserves. We've got Peter Aki. We've got Dan Bowden, but he's more of a fly half than a centre. And of course, Hamish Northcott from the ITM Cup as well. Ben Lamb's there. We could shuffle shuffle the backline around and even include Vicenia if we wanted to. So plenty of options there off the reserves bench. If you've got an opinion on who you think should take that spot in the inside centre role, do leave me a comment below, and of course let me know what else you think about the road to the World Cup, and if you want to see any of these other players join Flake in the starting team, which his form has been exceptional, so I can't see him being dropped out of the starting 15. So that is my time for today. Thank you for tuning in and watching the road to the World Cup with Cornflake, and I'll see you all next time for the Blues up against the Bulls at Eden Park. Until then, take care.